Okay guys, what's up? I'm Miurah, and today I'm bringing you guys a new series on my channel. It's going to be like After Effects basics, because I know you guys, or at least a lot of you guys, don't know how to like do a lot of stuff in After Effects, so I wanted to make this series to basically make it easier for you guys to edit your own stuff. So today I want to focus on setting up your composition and making it so it's really fluid and easy to edit and find everything and all that kind of stuff. So I have a preset that I use, or at least I have a saved After Effects project file that I use every time I make an edit, so I have everything there. But for you guys, I'm going to show you how I set that up and what I do to basically create it. So I'm going to start off just by creating a new composition, and I always make this. Let me drag this over here. I always make the composition exactly 5 minutes long. So if it would let me, I'm going to make this 5 minutes long. Make sure it's 59.94 at square pixels and at 720p. That's fine. And we're going to rename this project to edit. You can just call it edit. That's what I call it. We want to take this and we're going to do new comp from selection. Take this one, new comp from selection. So now you're going to have 3 compositions. We're going to name the second one CC. And then we're going to name the third one bars, just like that. So you want to have edit, CC, and bars. And I like to have bars over here, CC over here, and edit right here, just because that's kind of my workflow. I go from left to right. It's kind of weird, but that's how I do it, left and right. So on the bars, we're going to add a couple things. We're going to add a new solid. We're going to call this one bars. Bard. Okay, we're going to call it bard. And we're going to put on jaws. So CC jaws. We're going to put that on there. We're going to make the height. You can make the height whatever you want. I prefer 88%. And, height on 0. Completion on 88%. And basically, you can't see it now, but there's going to be 2 black bars at the top and bottom of the screen. Then we're going to want to go onto our CC layer. And I like to do this, but we're going to take the rotation, and we're going to press Alt and click. And we're going to put in an expression of a wiggle on 1-1. Basically, it's just going to create a little bit of the wiggle of the composition. And, we're also going to add a motion tile, and basically motion tile makes it so you don't see the black area on the side of the screen because of the tilt. So output length on 110, output width on 110, and that's 100, 110, and mirror the edges, just like that. And you're done for this composition. So for the CC, I'm going to go ahead and add a couple adjustment layers, just 2, but you can add as many as you want depending on the color correction that you're going to use. For this top one, I'm going to put on motion blur, real smart motion blur from Revision. If you don't have this, you should probably get it because it's super awesome. So you don't need RSMB Pro, just regular RSMB on the top. And you can put the blur amount to whatever you like, but I typically keep mine at 0.35. And then on the one under that, you're going to want to put on your color correction. So I'm just going to go on to preset color correction that I have. Let's just use like I don't know what to use. Let's use a Barker one. Let's use a contrast. So it's a simple contrast on there. Just like that. I don't like that one. I lied. Gonna use contrast too. There we go. So we've got a couple of these different effects on there. It's obviously not going to do anything because our screen is completely black, but as soon as we start adding clips, you'll be able to see what it's doing. So we're going to go into the edit section, and basically this is the section where we're going to be adding all of your clips. So I like to do one thing is add an adjustment layer. On this, we're going to add a transform and a sapphire shake. And sapphire shake is optional, but I like to do it because it's basically like the rotation, the wiggle setting that we added to the bars, except it's more customizable. So you can basically make your edits a little bit more cool. So I'm just going to set this frequency to 2 because I know that's what I typically use. And you're going to want to keyframe the amplitude when you're doing this, but I'm not going to do that for this project. Now what we want to do is we're going to want to add all of our basically our things that we know we're going to use in every composition. So what I like to use is basically all of my audio files. So I can go and say Black Ops 2 and take take a sniper, maybe take the ballista and the DSR, drag those in there, maybe the XPR as well. Go into the Ghost. Go into the USR. Maybe take a USR without bolt. Then we could go into go into Modern Warfare 3. Grab the MSR. Stuff like that. So you're just going to put all of your gunshot sounds that you typically use into your project. And you don't have to do all of them, just the ones that you commonly use, because it'd be a pain in the butt to have all of these in here. So just a few of them. I like to add also a couple of custom sounds. An example would be my explosion dull that I used in my my last tutorial. That one I do use a lot. And that's about it for creating the composition. So next what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take in all of your clips. Now there are two ways you can do it. You can always you can take in your clips, all of them at once, or you can do it individually. I prefer to do it individually because it clears up your section of all your stuff and it makes it a lot easier to find things. But if that's not what you want to do, if you want to drag in all your clips at once, that's fine. You just put in all your clips here. I can show you. Let's go to like a random file. Hold on. Sure. You can just take, a couple random clips, put them in here. And you're going to want to make sure that depending on the frame rate, you're going to want to change them to the closest, basically, round number. So this is a 59.658, so you want to go to interpret footage in main and make this 59.94. The two numbers you're only going to want to use are 59.94 and 29.97. So if you have like a 30 frame per second one, 29.97. And you're basically just going to want to change all of your clips to the correct frame rate so they go smoothly into your composition. But that's about it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please leave a like, comment, as well as subscribe. And I will talk to you guys later. Peace.